General Hospital will reveal that Kristen Vaganos, despite having the opportunity to play the role of Molly Lansing Davis on General Hospital and receiving attention from viewers, seems not fully satisfied with the experience. In a recent interview, the actress openly shared mixed feelings about her role. She expressed that portraying Molly was not an easy or enjoyable process, but rather brought pressure and fatigue. Kristen was frustrated with the way the character of Molly was written, particularly the storyline surrounding Molly and TJ's marriage. She admitted that, in many scenes, she felt her character lacked depth and acted irrationally, causing her to feel embarrassed when rewatching her own performance. "To be honest, I never felt fully connected to Molly," Kristen admitted in the conversation. "I understand that she is an important character on General Hospital, but her actions recently have confused me. I often find myself asking, what does Molly really want? Is she doing this for herself or because of pressure from others around her?" What especially bothered Kristen was how Molly responded to challenges in her personal life, including the tension with TJ and recent interactions with Cody Bell. According to her, the character should have undergone stronger internal development instead of simply reacting superficially or rigidly to events. Kristen regretted that Molly, a character with a strong educational background and potential, was placed in situations that made her seem bland and lacked appeal. In addition, Kristen shared that changes in the script and how the writers built the character contributed to her feeling that the role didn't truly suit her. While she valued the opportunity to work on a long-running soap opera like General Hospital, she couldn't deny that the experience hadn't brought her as much joy as she expected. This raised questions about Kristen's future in the role of Molly Lansing Davis and whether she would continue with the character, as she was gradually losing interest in it. Finally, Kristen did not hide her doubts about her future on the show. "I don't know how much longer I can stay with this character. I think if Molly continues down the same path, it might be time for me to consider whether I should continue." Kristen Vaganos not only expressed her disappointment about how the character of Molly Lansing Davis was built but also revealed that the filming process sometimes made her feel bored and unmotivated. Despite being part of a long-running series, Kristen felt her role was becoming increasingly faded, especially when Molly's storyline was no longer tightly connected to other characters. She felt that she was simply appearing in scenes without making a significant contribution to the story's development, which led to a loss of enthusiasm for her work. The increasing absence of TJ on screen was one of the most worrying factors for Kristen. Previously, the relationship between Molly and TJ had been built as one of the important storylines, reflecting growth and the ups and downs of marriage. However, as TJ gradually disappeared from the main plotlines, Molly lost much of the internal conflict necessary to make the character compelling. Kristen realized that if the marriage between Molly and TJ ended, her character risked becoming a secondary, shallow character with no clear place in the storyline. Furthermore, Kristen felt disappointed that she had little agency in shaping the character. As an actress, she wanted to explore different facets of Molly and bring real development to the character, rather than simply reacting to situations set up by the writers. However, she noticed that Molly lacked clear goals or motivations in the story, which made her a passive character who didn't leave a lasting impression. This made Kristen question her future on General Hospital, as if the character didn't change or develop, she would find it hard to remain attached to a role she no longer felt passionate about. Molly's lack of direction not only affected Kristen's acting but also impacted her work ethic. Without creative motivation, the filming process became a mere task instead of an opportunity to express herself. She felt restricted by a script she had no control over, which led to feelings of frustration whenever she entered the set. Although she appreciated the opportunity to work on a show with a loyal fan base, Kristen couldn't deny that she was contemplating her future, wondering whether she should wait for change or seek a new direction in her career. Kristen's comments have sparked speculation in the fan community. Some sympathized with her, arguing that the character of Molly needed stronger development to avoid fading into obscurity. Others believed that a professional actor should be patient and adapt to changes in the script. Regardless, it's clear that Kristen is facing an important crossroads in her career, where she must decide whether to continue with this role or seek a new opportunity where she can truly showcase her acting skills. The mysterious absence of Taj Bello, the actor who plays T.J. Ashford, has become a topic of concern in recent weeks. Kristen Viganos did not directly confirm anything, but she subtly hinted that the lack of interaction with TJ on screen might be a sign that Taj Bello has indeed left General Hospital. This has only fueled concerns about the future of Molly Lansing Davis, as her storyline is gradually becoming lackluster and unfocused. Rumors behind the scenes have started to spread, suggesting that Taj Bello might have faced contract issues and possibly ended his collaboration with the show. The production team's silence on his extended absence has only made the speculation stronger. If these rumors are true, it could mean that the marriage between Molly and TJ is coming to an end without any clear explanation. This not only affects TJ's storyline but also leaves Molly without a crucial part of her plot. Kristen seems to be fully aware of this. With TJ gone, Molly has become a character isolated in uninteresting situations. The lack of internal conflict or a strong enough story could lead her to be forgotten, something that any actor would dread. While other characters on General Hospital can survive independently without relying on a relationship, Molly doesn't have that advantage. She was originally developed in a stable marriage context, and if that element is removed, she may no longer have a reason to appear regularly on screen. This explains why Kristen expressed concern about her future on the show. Although there has been no official announcement about Taj Bello's departure, his absence, along with the changes in Molly's character development, has made her uneasy. If the writers don't have a clear plan to integrate Molly into a more engaging storyline, the character could continue to slip into obscurity. Kristen knows that a secondary character without significant development is easily written off in a long-running series with a large cast like General Hospital. In this context, the question is not only whether Molly will continue to appear on the show, but also whether Kristen Viganos is willing to stay with a role she feels is losing its appeal. Without a clear and meaningful change in how the writers develop Molly's character, she may soon face a difficult decision. Although Kristen Viganos thanked the fans who have supported her in her journey as Molly Lansing Davis, not everyone has welcomed her warmly. The change in actresses in a long-running soap like General Hospital always comes with mixed reactions, and Kristen is no exception. Some of the show's loyal viewers expressed dissatisfaction with her portrayal, claiming that her version of Molly lacked the emotional depth and finesse that the character once had. Some even publicly hoped that Kristen would leave the show to make room for another actor or for the return of the original cast. These negative reactions have put Kristen in a difficult position. As an actress, she wants to give the best performance she can, but when she doesn't receive acceptance from some viewers, she can't help but feel self-doubt. She understands that replacing an actor who has been with a character for a long time is never easy, and comparisons between her and the previous portrayals are inevitable. However, what troubles her the most is not just the mixed feedback from fans but the fact that she herself is not truly satisfied with what she is doing. Kristen doesn't feel that Molly has an interesting enough storyline to truly showcase her acting abilities. She feels the character is confined to monotonous situations, lacking clear internal development. The absence of emotionally deep scenes prevents her from leaving her personal mark, leading her to feel as if she's merely going through the motions without fully engaging with the character. This becomes even more difficult when she has no control over Molly's direction, entirely depending on the script the writers provide. Despite wanting to continue developing her career on General Hospital, Kristen cannot deny that she is at a significant crossroads. Continuing with the role of Molly in its current state could lead her to lose her passion for the job, but if she leaves the show, she will face the challenge of finding a new role that can help her establish herself. With pressures coming from both the audience and herself, Kristen must carefully consider her future on the show. If General Hospital doesn't provide her with an interesting enough storyline to keep her attached long-term, she may have no choice but to make the decision that many have predicted: leave the show and seek a new opportunity for her career. At present, the future of Molly Lansing Davis on General Hospital remains a big question mark. With Taj Bellows' extended absence and rumors surrounding his contract, many viewers are wondering if T.J. Ashford's character will continue to be part of the story. If Taj does indeed leave, it will not only affect his character but also place Molly in a precarious situation. For years, Molly and TJ were built as a stable couple, rarely entangled in the chaotic relationships typical of General Hospital. If this marriage comes to an end without a clear direction from Molly, the character might fade into obscurity, losing her purpose. The question is whether the writers will invest enough to develop Molly into an independent character who can exist without TJ. Without a more compelling storyline for her, this character could slowly be forgotten or relegated to minor scenes with little impact on the main plot. This is something any actor would fear, and Kristen Vaganos is no exception. As for Kristen, she faces a critical decision in her career. If Molly no longer has a place to shine or isn't developed in a more exciting direction, will she continue with General Hospital or look for new opportunities? A role with more depth and influence could be what she's seeking at this point. However, leaving a show with such a rich history as General Hospital is not an easy decision, especially when she has only recently taken on this role. All of this makes the future of Kristen Vaganos and Molly Lansing Davis uncertain. Will she be able to convince viewers with a new direction for Molly, or will she eventually decide to leave before the character fades into obscurity? These are certainly questions that General Hospital fans will continue to follow in the coming months, as the fate of Molly and Kristen Vaganos remains up in the air.